Okay, so I have some not so exciting news on our NAC. Can't even find it on Amazon right now. Thankfully, you can still get cysteine, but FDA has pulled NAC. It is now classified as a drug. And yeah, thankfully, Nuke 9 Vibes basically gave the heads up that can't find it anywhere. And so, of course, I look and I can't either. Basically, this has been like in the works since 2019, and I'll just go ahead and read this little article. This was updated just a couple days ago. But NAC is a derivative of the amino acid L-cysteine, and it's a precursor for glutathione. The ingredient was first approved as a drug in 1963. So that is very important because that is what they're trying to say. Like, that's their very, very weak reasoning that, well, it was first studied as a drug and we need to look into it. And like, don't even worry about that it's been on, you know, the market since 1963, but since it was first researched as a drug, it should now go back to drug status, meaning that only the FDA gets to say who can sell it and where. So it was used as a treatment for people with acetaminophen poisoning and other people with like severe liver damage. You know, it's been used for years. What they're saying, you know, it's always been you just go get it right over the counter, order it on Amazon, order it from a website, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. These companies, which I've seen quite a few, they start making these hangover drugs, these hangover pills. It's usually a mixture of glutathione and other glutathione precursors. And so they're trying to say that, well, you shouldn't be having NAC in the happy hour vitamin. Basically, you're lying to people that this could, you know, help for hangovers, which they've already like done some like studies on it that glutathione does actually help for people if they take a pill prior to drinking or if they take one after drinking. It can help you, you know, just bouncing back the next day. There's this one website, so that's one of their excuses. And so they started this up in 2019, sending out these letters that you guys can't be selling it as a, you know, a happy hour vitamin. Like, it can't go into that blend. But basically what's happening, it's I'll call it the beer bug. It's beer bug related. They've figured out that people who take NAC, it has helped them not only fight it off, but maybe not even have symptoms. And so now that they figured out that, this is like I don't want to say a holy grail, but they can make a ton of money on it by controlling who can sell it, and you have to go through big pharma. I saw that cysteine is still on the market. Now, that NAC is, it depends on like where you go. Some places are like, well, it's just a compound, like cysteine and NAC are both the same sulfuric compound. Others will say, well, NAC is a precursor of cysteine. This one website, I kind of liked the explanation they gave. It's like the differences between cysteine and NAC. And basically it goes into alcohol consumption and how it's all chemistry, and most of the time we focus on the outward manifestations of these chemical reactions because they can be pretty amusing, but there's a lot of other stuff going on at a cellular level that's often ignored. Cysteine is a non-essential amino acid, which just means that our body can make it on its own, so you don't have to supplement it. We can make our own cysteine. It's definitely essential though, because a metabolite contained in cysteine called NAC is what helps the liver metabolize acetaldehyde. This is super important because acetaldehyde is no more than a fancy word for poison. It is toxic and it will kill you. It's more toxic than alcohol itself, and it is a byproduct of alcohol metabolism. Incidentally, this stuff also occurs in nature and we absorb it every day, which is why we need lots of cysteine and its metabolite NAC. The danger of acetaldehyde can't be overstated. The stuff can totally give you cancer, and recent studies have shown that heavy drinkers are far more susceptible to acetaldehyde related cancer than those who simply absorb it in the environment. So even though cysteine may be non-essential, making sure you have some on reserve is never a bad idea. You know, so that kind of helps to explain how this works. Like I said, depending on where you go, some are going to say NAC is the precursor, others are going to say, well, you need cysteine to make NAC. Either way, they kind of go hand in hand. Cysteine, of course, is a precursor of glutathione, and so that's why I think they're usually used interchangeably. Over here, they just said it's a derivative of L-cysteine and is a precursor. So they're just saying that they're both precursors of glutathione, but, you know, traditionally when we look at it, it's just cysteine, glutamine, and glycine. cysteine. Those are your precursors of glutathione. So this is really interesting to me because when I was taking care of my family member back in well, it was December, so it was around Christmas time, I actually did not get the beer bug, even though everyone else was getting it. Like I think 3 or 4 other people got it as well, and you know, it was just one person got it and then everyone else got it and I was not. But I was also still on my glutathione, still taking NAC, about 1200 milligrams a day. And then since I was going over there to help, you know, kind of play nurse, I made sure that I bought some elderberries, and then I had zinc and vitamin D3. Now at the time I wasn't taking a lot of zinc, I was only taking maybe 44 milligrams. Now of course I'm taking like 130 milligrams of zinc, mostly to help with acne. But I was making sure that like I took the vitamin D3, which I was taking about 5,000 IEs or IUs. I can't remember what the little acronym is for it, but I was taking that, and you know, nothing ever happened to me. I was fine, perfectly fine, while other people were also getting it, and we were all, you know, around the same people, so you know, we know who it was to give everyone else, you know, the beer bug. But yeah, they've definitely figured out that this does help with people bouncing back or not even getting, you know, the beer bug. And now they're about to make some money on it, and sadly it means for us we can no longer get NAC. And yeah, it's just some really just gross stuff. So my recommendation is just to, you know, buy cysteine while you can. I'm not sure if cysteine will be the next to be pulled, but yeah, just if you can get NAC from somewhere. I saw on like Reddit, some people were like, well, I was able to get it on eBay, but you know, everywhere else is like pulling it off the shelves, and so it won't be too long before you can't find it. GNC took it off their shelves like months ago, so you know, if you can't get a couple bottles, you know, go for it. If not, don't worry about it, because you know, it's gonna be classified as a drug now. So yeah, sad day. But cysteine is still a precursor to glutathione, so taking it will still boost your body's way of naturally making glutathione. So I definitely think it's still helpful to go ahead and take the cysteine and you know, help our bodies naturally do what it does. And so it's not all doom and gloom, but obviously not having the NAC you know, sucks. But who knows, maybe taking cysteine will see even better results, and maybe we should have just been taking the cysteine as a precursor all along and not taking the NAC, you know? I'm trying to look on the bright side. Of course, I've never supplemented cysteine, so I do not know, but yeah. So here it says cysteine is a better thiol, I don't know what that is, precursor for ethocytes. Availability of cysteine for the cells is higher than that of NAC. So this could be a good thing. Again, like I said, I do not know what thiol is or what that is, but I'm just trying to be positive about it. And yeah, we'll just see how this goes. Like, there's literally nothing we can do anyways, so just trying not to make too big of a deal about it, but just giving you guys a heads up that once your, you know, supply of NAC runs out, that's probably going to be about it.